And we are back on the Parker's couch. I know y'all missed us.
Yes, hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving if you celebrate it.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Turkey, turkey.
Turkey, turkey, turkey. I did have turkey because y'all fried that turkey.
Yes, on the grill.
Antonio and Britt's place. What's up, boys?
Good job, Britt.
Yeah, y'all did that fried turkey, so I had some of that. We had our honey baked ham on my side of the tracks, and that was good. You know, good old honey baked ham knows how to do that. The sides, you know, they were choices this Thanksgiving.
Choices, yes.
But you know what? We still ate.
It all worked. Yes.
We're still fat and trying to recover. But we'll forever be fat. I don't know.
But we're still beautiful. Fat is in right now. It's fat people season because
it is. It's cuddle season.
Yes,
Time to
it's
snuggle
cuddle
up.
season.
That's right. Come on. Grow them bellies. It is belly season.
That's right.
But it is also getting down to the nitty gritty in football now. Whenever we know it gets this time of the year. So that's why in our first segment today, we're going to do our football catch-up. You know, and just talk about the main things that we want to talk about now going forward or what's been happening in football.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so we'll sit there and keep it there. We're going to keep it with the NFL first. And brother, we have a matchup coming up this Sunday.
A rematch.
Oh, gosh. The Niners, and you can't talk to the Niners about the Eagles in last year and what happened at all. Like, they don't want to hear about it.
You mean the Niners or the Eagles?
The Niners. And if you approach them to talk about last year's NFC Championship game, they would tell you to shut your mouth.
And Hassan Reddick has said a lot too.
We don't want to hear about this anymore. Oh yeah, the Eagles are talking smack.
They chomping and talking a lot.
They are chomping at the bits, but because the Niners are favored going into Philadelphia this weekend, which is interesting. They are a 3-point favor going in, which the home team usually automatically starts with 3 points whenever they do lines.
They do.
So they are saying that
the Niners are a
touchdown better right now. What do you think, brother? I know we are diehard Niners fans, but these 10-1 Eagles have always found a way to win, including that Buffalo game Sunday, which I still don't know how they won that game. That game should not have been won.
They never should have won that game. But I think a couple of factors are going into it. The way the 49ers are playing right now is pretty dominant since their break, their bye. That's one edge. Two, the Niners have a rest edge.
Yes.
Since
they had that Thursday night
game. And the Eagles had to go into overtime.
Yeah.
So that's a factor.
And it was rainy.
It was rainy and cold and nasty. I think Lane Johnson was hurt and some other major players were hurt.
Isn't he still questionable?
I think he's still questionable. And lastly, the 49ers are a front-running team. Whenever they get up on you, we normally don't relent. Well, I should say the 49ers normally don't relent.
We, baby.
I'm not playing. The 49ers don't relent on that lead away.
It's true.
It's a stranglehold. So those are the factors I think that's why it's understandable for the Niners to be a touchdown favorite, basically.
And you know what? Philly has always, the majority of the season, they've been playing from a deficit in the first half, and they get behind. You get behind on this Niners team,
you're not coming back. You get snuffed out.
Especially with all the pieces. Since whenever they have Ayuk and Samuel and McCaffrey and Purdy and Trent Williams, all them and tight end, what's his face? Kittle. Once they are all there together.
And now we have Chase Young.
And now we got Young on the defensive end, and we got a defensive side that's already stacked. I don't think they have lost when they are all together, when everybody completes a game.
We haven't lost.
Yeah.
The 49ers haven't lost.
So it made sense. This game is so big, though, because this is the beginning. Because not Dallas, Philly has a tough schedule coming up, tougher than we do. And
we should be favored going out the rest of the games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if we get this win, this is a big step towards locking up that.
It's not a must win, but it'd be good to win.
It would be really,
yes.
really
yes.
good to
It'd be
win.
Good to win.
Really good to win. You know, something I thought of too, like for this game going in, you know, Purdy's back into MVP conversation talk.
I don't know why.
Jalen
He's not an
Hurts
MVP
is
of our
there.
own team.
Well, you know, it's a quarterback award now.
But
so they gotta like nominate just the best quarterbacks in the league.
McCaffrey should be.
That's the
if
only.
If you want to go on offense, give it to McCaffrey.
It's not gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen.
Well, it would if I voted him.
Well,
it won't be no Purdy. I'll tell you that.
We'll see. But do you think a game like this could catapult Purdy as a front runner if he has like a 300-yard day and throws several touchdown passes and
you're gonna make me have this conversation? Okay. Yes, there'll be some. I don't want to say idiots, but there'll be some people out there that would say Purdy should be the MVP. I don't think he's the MVP of the league, and I'm a Niners fan, and I like Purdy. I just think Jalen has had a much stronger season.
Yeah.
And whenever the chips were down and the Niners really, and people were out and we needed Purdy to step up, he didn't. I didn't forget that. So, not for me. Purdy, not for me. Jalen's like number one on my board. The Browns have fallen off a little bit, so Myles Garrett, we probably not going to win that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You got to be lights out every single game for the defense
and they got
to have a chance.
Crushed.
Tyreek Hill have a chance?
Not really.
Trying to think of some other non-quarterback. They're saying Dak is the favorite right now.
If Dak keeps playing like he's playing and they beat the Eagles and they come back and win in the division, he will be the MVP.
Let's see. We'll see. We got plenty of time to talk about.
I've been telling you about Dak this season, but I tried to warn you that Dak was
Cowboys team that still hasn't even beat a team over 500 all year. But
the metrics say that they take that into factor. They factor in the strength of the opponent. And he's still balling out of control.
Yeah, he is balling. I would not take that away from Dak. He's having an incredible season, actually. Yeah. Really good season. But it's the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what the Cowboys does. But
Dak is all right. All right, but let's move on to some other football stuff. Your boy, your Sagittarius brother, Mr. Aaron Rodgers, is
you
now.
You had to throw that in there, didn't you?
I sure did. It's your season. Somebody got a birthday coming up next week, y'all. Somebody got a birthday. He got to celebrate it with the Sagittarius brother. I'm going to get Aaron Rodgers down here. So he can have some fun.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers
with your boy. No. So if y'all have not been seeing, it's been all over everywhere. Just what is this? What is it? Wednesday, all over today on Wednesday, and the breaking news that he is returned to practice. He has practiced.
Why?
He's on the 21-day practice count. His target of returning by the Christmas Eve game against the Commanders is still intact here.
Won't they be eliminated by then?
Well, if they lose the game, we'll see. Right now, they're mathematically not eliminated. Yeah, the Carolina Panthers are not even mathematically eliminated. That is so terrible.
Maybe that's another story.
Right. We'll get to that. But
maybe Tom was right.
But yes, is this nonsense coming back from an Achilles injury? Barely 3 months. I don't even think it's been a full 3 months since it's happened.
It hasn't.
And he's out here practicing and then talking about playing. Is this the dumbest move that the Jets could ever make? Like
no, not for the Jets. They made some dumb moves before, so this is not the dumbest.
Not the dumbest.
But it's up there.
She's up there.
Yeah. I don't think there's any way he's going to play. I think this is just, Aaron Rodgers likes to be anti-establishment. He's that guy.
I don't have to follow the rules.
I don't have to follow the rules. I'm breaking all the rules.
Do everything.
I live the life I want, the way I want to live, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Nobody said there's anything wrong with that. But just medically, I don't think it's smart. Career-wise, I don't think it's smart. You are still, 38, 39 or something?
Yeah.
So
it's like, yeah, is he 40 or is he just 39?
maybe about to turn 40.
I feel like he's 40, or maybe he's turning 40 at this birthday. It's
maybe
gotta
so.
be.
But yeah, I think he shouldn't do it.
I don't think so. This is ridiculous to me. Absolutely ridiculous.
And to come back to what? That Jets team is not going anywhere.
A team that was not even going to win it if you were playing. I'm sorry. Y'all could be in y'all delusional world. I know the Jets have a good
This
defense.
AFC is really, this is a weird year. I think they could have been more, they could have been competitive.
With that offensive line?
Oh, I forgot about them. You're right.
Absolutely not. That's number one why I'm like, why is he coming back to an offensive line that's this atrocious? I mean, it took you out game one already. What do you think is going to happen?
Technically, the line didn't take him out. He took a bad step.
He took a bad step. Blah blah blah. But he was
somebody was coming after
under
him.
duress.
But they also played the call. They also called the call that he said he did not want to run.
That's true.
You blame your stupid coordinator. How does he still have a job?
I don't know.
Even after last year, and they still hired this. Oh God, never mind.
And I think I saw on their schedule, like if they're still in contention when he comes back, I know the Commanders is that Christmas Eve game. And then next is going to be Cleveland, who may still have something to play for.
Miles Garrett's going to wreck your life.
He's gonna die. Like I don't understand. I would just be you're not gonna win this season. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen.
It's not in the cards, buddy.
Not in the cards. So I would just put him on the shelf. Yeah, hooray for you. You did something unbelievable. Kudos. Now go sit down.
I have several seats.
Several seats. Like I don't understand this at all. But hey, he's doing something like it is admirable to an extent.
Yeah. I mean, if they were in contention, I would be like, hey, take a chance.
Take a chance. Take a chance.
Take a chance.
Honey.
Take a chance.
Take a chance.
Take a chance.
If you don't want him, I'll marry him. Yes. Come on, take a chance.
Line. Come on, hon. Take a chance.
Coming to America.
Coming to America for those who don't know. If you're not old enough to remember that movie.
So what do you think?
Go on, honey. Take a chance.
Now, you hinted before, or you actually said maybe Tom Brady was right.
Yes.
What has your boy Tom been up to? What has he been talking?
Talking cash trash about the NFL. Basically saying it's college football of the NFL. What did he say?
He said y'all are mediocre.
He said y'all are mediocre.
There's a bunch of mediocrity out there today.
It's like college football on Sundays.
Coaches aren't coaching.
Coaches aren't coaching. Players aren't playing.
Now, there are some things I agree with him with, especially in the sense of he said it's not the defensive player's job to protect the offensive player. It's the offensive player or something's job to protect himself.
I totally agree with that.
I totally agree with that because some of these calls are definitely getting ridiculous.
And some of the rule changes are ridiculous. Like,
absolutely.
You can't even tackle anybody without it being a flag.
No, without it being, and especially when it comes to a quarterback.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. It's a violent sport. If you don't want the violence, don't play it. If you don't want to come across the middle to get hit, don't play it.
I miss Jacked Up. Oh my gosh. I used to love that segment and stuff and just seeing all the big hits. You know, we used to live for big hits when we were watching football.
Absolutely.
Now, I know it probably didn't feel so great taking those big hits.
I mean, headshots definitely should not be in the game.
You could be smart about it.
But now, even if you hit them in the chest, they still call them penalties.
All the time, yeah. Or if you just push a player down
hard
or something, it's just it's really getting out of hand.
Or God forbid you hit the quarterback.
But Tom Brady, sir, you are the main reason.
You're the culprit
for
You're
these
the
rule
reason
changes.
Because boy, one that got hurt one year and said, "Oh God, we can't do this. We lost millions of dollars."
Everybody knows it's the Brady rule. Like that's what people say. Yeah, so that kind of took me off. And I don't like this thing where you just retired yesterday and now you're just talking all this cash trash about the league.
You were just here yesterday, sir. You were in the league last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tampa Bay was very mediocre.
Very mediocre. You were part of that mediocrity.
And the point he's making, I think, is more so with the fact that quarterbacks of his ilk are no longer in the league.
Yeah, it's not a drop back passing league.
It's
anymore.
a young man's game now.
You gotta have some legs.
So all the top quarterbacks are under 20, under 30, like 28, 29, 25.
And mobile.
And rookies, mobile. In his opinion, are playing checkers and not chess. Basically saying they can't read defenses the way he can. Which I can understand because Tom Brady had to be a master manipulator and read their defenses because he wasn't athletic enough.
Right. But I do hear, too, like, the defensive schemes are even different. Like, they're not as complicated anymore. And people
they play a lot of shell defenses, high safety looks to stop big plays. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff, for the football.
But everything, this is the thing. People hate evolution. And I don't want to become one of these people as I continue to age, because I get like that. And I understand because sometimes I'm like that with basketball and stuff. And you live for like the glory. Like when we grew up, we just look at it as the glory days. And sometimes I just have to tell myself, it's like, okay, things evolve.
It's a new era.
Things are new. Calm down. Settle down. Like they're just... things are going to always change. So you can't just be that grumpy person that's like, oh.
Well, you can, but
you can.
Nobody's going to listen to you.
You can. But I think we have like a warped opinion of the generation you kind of grew up in. Like we just think
because you think it's the best.
Yeah, you think it's the best. Like nobody is not going to tell me that 90s R&B and hip hop was not the cream of the crop. Whenever it comes to music.
That's true.
You would never be able to convince me otherwise. But there's some dope artists out there. Like today, there's music that I listen to and things evolve that I love. But it's something that sticks with you with that core, I think, of what you grew up with.
But it's so funny, I saw a TikTok about this, about the 90s, how we said the 90s were so great. And in my opinion, they were. But, remember you at the bus stop, you didn't have a cell phone. You're kicking and throwing rocks and looking at cars pass by and stuff. So it wasn't all that great.
Cards.
Yes, there was some things that needed to evolve. So
but it helped us develop that imagination to create the things that y'all are enjoying today. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes. So definitely, it has its benefits, but there are things about today that are pluses. So. Tom, you're losing me. Just get behind the players today.
Stop complaining, old man.
Jesus. Or get out there and coach or something yourself. Make a difference.
Oh, he will shortly. He's going to call games for like 5 years and then, this is not exciting enough for me now. I got to either own the team or be a general manager, be a head coach. He's going to do something. Quarterback's coach. No, he wouldn't be a quarterback's coach. Yeah. He wants the big job.
He wants the big job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into, real quick to end off this first segment, some college football. Yeah. Yes. So let me go ahead and pull out the research department and make sure I don't mess up the college football rankings.
Come on, rankings.
And where we are. So we ended up, we got the big championship game starting Friday. It's going to be so exciting. Right now, what's going to happen?
That is the game of the year.
Gosh, yes. Oregon, Washington. We have to be sitting here watching. And I just wish this was the year of the expanded playoffs.
You know what? We said this last year. We saw this coming. It was like, why can't y'all work out a deal to expand the playoffs for this
Seriously. They really need it. But we have Georgia at number 1, Michigan number 2, Washington number 3, Florida State number 4, Oregon number 5, Ohio State number 6, Texas number 7, Alabama number 8. And I'm going to stop it at those top 8 because those are all the teams who has
a chance.
Any kind of chance of making the top 4 at the end.
Well, it's pretty good that we have at least 8 teams last shebang.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Now, there is a scenario in this where we could possibly end up with all teams having one loss. You never know what could happen here.
That's very true.
Like, that's interesting. You got Georgia and out. If Alabama beats Georgia, do they both get in?
No.
Or does one?
One.
And would it have to be Alabama because they were the last team to win in the
has to be
championship?
Alabama. Yeah, because I think whoever wins the Washington-Oregon game is definitely getting in. Michigan's definitely beating Iowa. Definitely
I should say not everybody has a chance of one loss.
Definitely. Iowa may score 0 points. But the defense may only give up 10, but the offense won't score. And that 4th spot, though. But there's a chance that both SEC teams could get in there. Well, I don't know, because Texas is probably going to win, and they love Texas.
They love Texas. And that's the thing. Texas beat Alabama.
They beat Alabama.
How do you juggle that? What they're going to do with Florida State, which is devastating, losing Jordan Travis. But if Florida State wins, I don't like this scenario where people are saying that they shouldn't get in.
I understand why they said that, because, I don't know, that quarterback.
Hey, backup quarterbacks have won national
championships. They have won national championships. We have to see what happens on Saturday. He will have to look a lot better than he did against Florida.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty.
That was not pretty.
That was not pretty.
Florida had a horrible season.
Horrible.
And they eked that one out.
Yeah.
Well, even though it's a rivalry game, all rivalry games, I think, are different. So that's why I think this weekend will prove if Florida State really belongs. And, in my opinion, I think they do. And I'm biased. I will admit that. I love Florida State.
Yeah.
However, but, we need to see what they look like on Saturday.
All right. Fair. I'm just straight up, I don't care how they win. If they go undefeated, doggone it, put them in. We've seen teams getting blown out already.
We saw
in these
TCU
games.
get ripped to shreds.
I'm just like, they've earned their spot.
You know what? You got a point. Like this stupid system's going away next year anyway.
Yeah.
So just do what you always did.
Just do what you always did.
Reward the team that went undefeated.
Absolutely.
And let them get blown. The doors blown off of them. Like the rest of the losers.
Pretty much. I'm just so curious. I kind of want Georgia to lose just to see what's going to happen. And how chaotic.
We root for chaos.
It's going to be chaos.
We love chaos. Earn that paycheck.
I'm sorry for y'all fans out there, but I want chaos. And see what's going to happen.
Paycheck.
Yes. But it's going to be interesting. But we're going to start with Washington and Oregon Friday. Y'all get ready.
Buckle up.
Get your popcorn. Get your wings. Whatever you need. Sit around and watch that game.
Get your Mary Jane.
All right. We got more to come for y'all coming up. Yes. Definitely going to get into some hot topics. Things we've been talking about and have our questions about. And then also get into, of course, a little Bravo. Because we do love it.
Bravo.
Yes, a little Bravo.
Okay,
so
Bravo.
Keep watching. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe.
Ciao.